When I was a kid, my family lived in an old farmhouse at the edge of town. The house had been in my family for generations, passed down again and again, but no one ever seemed happy to inherit it. My mother used to say it was just a house, but the way she avoided certain rooms told me otherwise. There was one room in particular that always scared me. The small bedroom upstairs, at the very end of the hall. The door was always shut. The handle was stiff, like it hadn't been turned in years. I asked my dad once what was inside. He told me it was just storage, and that I should never bother with it. But the way his eyes shifted when he said it didn't convince me. At night, when the rest of the house was quiet, I'd hear faint knocks coming from behind that door. Sometimes 3 sharp taps, sometimes slow dragging sounds like fingernails against wood. The sounds always stopped the second anyone walked closer. When I turned 15, I finally got brave, or maybe stupid, enough to open it. One afternoon when my parents were at work, I took the spare key from the kitchen drawer and crept upstairs. My heart was pounding so hard I thought it might shake the whole house. The door unlocked with a click, and when I pushed it open, a wave of cold air spilled out, colder than the middle of winter. Inside, the room was small and bare, just 4 walls and a wooden chair in the center. On the chair was an old porcelain doll, its face cracked. Its glass eyes seemed to follow me, and even though the room was empty, I swore I could feel someone breathing just over my shoulder. I almost ran out right then, but something on the wall caught my eye. There were scratch marks, dozens of them, carved deep into the plaster. Words, the same sentence over and over, in different sizes and handwriting. "Don't let her out." My throat went dry. I stumbled back, nearly knocking over the chair. The doll rocked slightly, though I hadn't touched it. That was enough. I locked the room again and shoved the key back where it belonged. I tried to forget, but that night I woke up to soft footsteps pacing back and forth in the hallway. When I peeked out my bedroom door, the end room was wide open and the doll was gone. The next few weeks were the worst of my life. I'd hear laughter in the walls, high-pitched, broken. At dinner, my mom would pause mid-sentence, her eyes going blank, then snap out of it like nothing happened. My dad started sleeping in the living room with the lights on. None of us talked about it. One night, I felt something tugging at my blanket. At first, I thought it was just a dream, but when I sat up, the doll was at the foot of my bed, its head tilted slowly to the side, as if it was studying me. I couldn't move, couldn't scream. The room was ice cold, and then I heard it whisper, in a voice that sounded almost like my own, "Switch." The next thing I remember is waking up downstairs, sitting in the kitchen chair, with dirt under my fingernails and scratches on my arms. My parents wouldn't look at me. My mom finally said, "It chose you." That was the only explanation I ever got. The room upstairs was sealed the next morning. My parents hammered boards across the door and painted over them. But even now, years later, I know it wasn't enough, because I still hear it sometimes, in new houses, new places. No matter where I move, the laughter follows. The doll shows up in my closet, in the attic, in the corner of my room when I wake up at night, and every time, it whispers the same word, "Switch."